and get us started. I hope that you all had an amazing week. It has been an exciting week in the world of Dooney and Bourke because the new Canvas collection, the Spring 2024 collection launched. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about that tonight. And then I want to run a little bit of an experiment to validate something that I said in my video upload of my first impressions. So we're going to go through that tonight as well. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. We gather here as a tribe on Sunday evenings around 6:15 Eastern Time, and engage in the chat and talk about our week and all things professional women talk about. And we also spend time talking about how to spend the money that we've made or are making, or our husband and significant others' money. We talk about gifts and all of the other things in between. If you are one of my returning tribe sisters, then you already know all of this stuff. You know that I am happy to see you gather here each and every Sunday. Sometimes we're a little early, sometimes we're a little late. Today, we're just about on time. So, the spring drop finally dropped, the Canvas collection. And if you have not had a chance to watch that video, then please make sure that you, after this live ends, you go over and check out the my first impressions of the spring release from Dooney and Bourke. It is not a large collection, but it doesn't need to be large to be curated and to be great for the season. I think it was Ingrid Scott that posted a comment on the first impressions video that she was a little disappointed that there was not a satchel option in this drop. Uh, when this collection launched, or when the last time that I can recall Canvas launched, that collection was super heavily concentrated with satchels. I have a few. I have not been able to dig those out as of yet, but I'm still on a mission because I want to be able to compare the canvas of then versus now once my pieces arrive. But I did pull out a couple of pieces that I have that were easily accessible so that I could share those with you up close and personal. And as I stated, we're going to run a little bit of an experiment tonight because in my first impressions, I made a suggestion about the Canvas Cosmetic case. So we're going to check that out tonight. Check out what I shared and see if it will actually work. I know that's all confusing. It'll make sense here in just a little bit. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with someone that is not in the chat or that you think would be interested in this content as they are considering a spring 2024 collection purchase. All right. I mentioned my Brooklyn tote, and it has been, I probably should have tried to clean this up before I showed it to you all, but it'll get a good wipe down before I carry it again because it is frequently reached for. This is my Brooklyn tote, and this is a summer favorite grab for me. I love the mix of the leather with the red and the blue, that nautical navy, the fact that it has a leather bottom that needs conditioning. I'm going to have to show this a little bit more love when I reach for her this time. But I love how it comes up on the sides. This side detail reminds me of some of the pieces that Dooney has out right now, where they've folded the leather kind of into a point up on the side and created that little bit of interest and detail in the design element. All of those things make me think of my most reached for. This is the bag that, like, I don't necessarily carry it like straight through the summer anymore because I did that for a few summers once I first got it. But this one literally stays out so that if I'm heading out, need something, it goes with something, I can just toss my stuff in here and it is easy to go. Y'all, let me show you the wear that I've had. Now, one of these straps is a little bit better than the other one. And I think it's, yeah, this one is a little bit better. So the canvas pieces do have a leather strap. This one, as you can tell, did have some glazing on it. This bag is almost as old as my nephew. And it has seen, this leather has been tested many a times. But I do like the fact that the new collection also has leather on the straps because it is a high touch point. It is one of the things, for example, that makes the Furla Opportunity Tote fan favorite as opposed to some of the wear and tear updates on the Dior book tote. When there's going to be a lot of friction, a lot of oil, it's going to be in contact with a lot of different surfaces. If you have a webbed strap for that entire strap, one, it's going to get dirty very quickly. The other is it is going to start to show wear. And between wear and dirt, it is not a good look on a canvas bag or any other bag. But it seems to stand out a little bit more to me during the warm weather months because people are exposing more skin. So it just, I don't know, it makes me pay closer attention to the condition of their stuff. All right. So, of course, this is an older bag. I do have some wear, but I want to just get you close so that you can see the texture of the canvas. It does not have any excessive peeling or texture that's been added because this is the back of the bag and I religiously carry the back of the bag to my body, but you can tell it's not in bad shape. It's got a little bit of, you know, nothing that a Scotch roller won't pick up. This is the strap that has, my goodness, look at that. You see that? But y'all, this is my bag. I caused all of that wear and tear on it. This is the canvas. Now, this was not marketed as a lightweight option, but I am curious to see, since this new collection specifically calls out the fact that it's lightweight, if that will in some way make it different, lighter, better, if the color concentration will be any deeper, richer. And Dooney already does those things with perfection. So it's hard for me to believe that it can get better, but I am curious to see how it will compare. Now, this particular bag is lined, and it has a bit more structure because, again, it's got a leather bottom. It has the leather striping here in the middle. So it's just got a little bit more going on. And this newer collection should automatically be lighter in weight because it doesn't have the lining. Like, this is fully gingham lined. You've got leather accents, all, you know, collaring. You've got the key keeper all of those things add weight to the bag. It also adds to the appeal and the attraction of this bag for me. This one does not have a snap closure or a zipper closure. It just has the lobster claw. So as I was going through the details of the new collection, I did notice that we get a bit more security across the top and the web straps with some leather. So it's almost like they took the best of all of the design elements and put them together. Now, if you recall, I had I did a reveal that ended up being returned of the Marc Jacobs the tote bag tote. And I was not pleased with it at all, especially considering the amount of particles and little nibs and nabs of things that canvas picked up. This one is way older, has been used far heavily than that one was, because it was just an unboxing and it got absolutely filthy for me in that process. So I think that Dooney's canvas already, even at a more economical price point, to me is better than what my first impression unboxing was of the Marc Jacobs. I've shared these before, and this is also Dooney canvas. I actually have the Mommy and Me set. So I've got this smaller size. This is going to be bigger than a 30, like a field tote 30. It's going to be larger than a Janine. But this one is, you can see it's softer, no structure to it at all. This makes for a really good travel bag. But you can see this one does still have like some textured backing. It's not just the canvas underside. So that's one of the things that I'm curious to see once my pieces arrive, how the canvas differs in weight and structure, since it literally doesn't have anything else. It is just the lining of the bag based on the pictures. Now, we know that sometimes the pictures are, the stock photos don't necessarily have all of the finishing details, and sometimes the descriptions don't have everything described in there. But I'm interested to see if, with the straps on the new pieces going all the way the length of the bag and under the bottom, it, in other bags that Dooney has done that with, it holds the shape of the bag a bit more. So I'm excited about that, because this sags like a baby's diaper that needs to be changed. So it's not my favorite, but it's still a really great travel piece for the summertime, because it's light, it's easy, and I do have, let me see if you can see, these pieces have never been Scotch guarded. I will absolutely do that with my new pieces to make sure that I don't experience color transfer. But I just want you to see that there's not like a bunch of, I think that was just a piece of lint. It's not peeling and rubbing and showing all kinds of wear and discord. And this is the bottom. And even with this being the bottom, you can see a little bit of leather wear. Not a lot, but a little. And you can see with this being under the bottom, you might be able to see a little bit of peach fuzz from some of the rubbing with it sitting different places. But overall, the raw canvas is amazing. I am pleased, have been pleased with these for a very, very long time. And I thought at one point I still had the receipt in one of them because I want to be able to compare what the price the price of this canvas was basically, or is basically what it is today. Was basically what it is today. All right, so I'm going to get to the comments. I think I've got the chat pulled up here on my phone. But I made a suggestion in my first impressions that if you were not sure about the the canvas, to get the Cosmetic and give it a try to see if it would work. Not only would you have a piece that you likely don't already have in that material in your collection, but because it has a neat little handle, that it could serve as a mini bag for your essentials this summer while you're on the go. So, what I have here is my tape measure, and I checked the dimensions, and this is a Cosmetic bag that I got from MAC that I haven't used yet. And the only difference in size is that this is about an inch wider or deeper than the canvas piece. So the canvas piece I think was reading at 3, maybe 3.5. So basically that, about that, and this is squishy too, so about there. And then the length was at 6. And then the height was 3.5. I'm going from memory, so if y'all are on the site, fact check me. So this, I think, is closer. I'm not gonna pack it. I'm hoping it's not gonna fill it all the way up because, again, I've got about an inch more space here than the dimensions show for the Cosmetic. But it's similar in shape, and while this one has the pleating on the sides, the one on the side actually has a little web handle that you can hold. So it would make for a little side carry bag. All right. So I'm going to see if I can pack this as a small summertime date night, worship, Easter Sunday, to the park, to the wherever, to dinner, to brunch, wherever. We're going to see if we can get the essentials in here and use it as a purse, a mini purse, so that if you decide, like, I like all of the colors and I want something in everything, will it work for you? So I'm going to start with card case that is going to be served as my wallet. So we're going to get that in there nice and flat. And then I've got the spare key to my car and a couple of spare house keys in here. So we're going to use the small coin case and put that in. I'm trying to keep in mind I've got an inch of space in here that I cannot use. I'm going to throw an ink pen in there because you just never know. We're going to throw a lippy in because it's summertime. You don't want to be caught out with dry, ashy, unruly lips. We're going to throw a hand cream in. Still have my space there. And this compact could either be your mirror or an actual compact to retouch, blot, whatever for the summertime, warmer weather months. And let me see. Got some sunglasses here, and we're going to throw these in. And I just want to see if that will all fit. All right, I'm going to turn the lotion up on its side. Compact is in there. Still trying to make sure I got my inch of space. And then I'm going to slide. Will these go in there? They will. Do I have my inch? I still haven't about maybe a little over an inch left. What I did say though is that I thought that my phone would fit, and I'm looking at it now, and clearly my phone is not going to go in there. But everything else, your essentials, keys, cards, phone, sunglasses, lippy, mirror or compact, hand lotion, it will fit and it will zip. So let me put that back in and just show you it will zip, and I will still have space. So see? And that's right at 1 inch. So it will work. Phone's not going to go in there. But length and height are the same. Depth is off by 1 inch. But this is packed in a way that I have an inch of space left. Actually, probably a little bit more than an inch. And I have all of the essentials that I would need leaving the house. Plus, it will have a handle, so it'll be a cute little... It's going to be odd shaped. I mean, I've used Dooney's, like this one I've had for a long time, but it is so small. And this one, let me see. I don't know that I have, wait. This one isn't going to have the same. No, this is longer. So the one from Roberta Pieri is not comparable in any way. But I think this will work, and I'm excited to give it a try. And for everyone that doesn't think that I can just go with the essentials, if I'm close to home, I can. But I'm not leaving to go on a trip and feeling like I'm leaving something at home that I would need. So again, sunglasses, I didn't put, even though this is a soft case, I didn't put those in there because they were a little oversized. This could be your compact, your blotting powder, your mirror, so it would fit. I don't know that you'd be able to get all three in the bag, but you could definitely get one, maybe two of those in here. Got a hand lotion, an ink pen, lippy, piece and wallet. So everything that I said in my first impressions minus the phone will fit. All right, so let's see what we're talking about in the chat. Let's see if I can get it to expand. Oh, why is it being difficult? All right, there we go. All right, and I'm gonna double check because I don't know that it went all the way back to the top. It didn't go back to the top there. So it looks like we have Rosalind Ellis tonight, Carolyn Patterson, Regina Ferguson, My Pursuit of Happiness, Miss Shelley CJ says what? Ingrid Scott, Indubitably Sinise, Shirley Jones, Samaria Robertson, DIY Queen by Rina, Carolyn Patterson again. Who else am I seeing in the chat? It looks like you ladies, Kimberly 5. Welcome all. Happy Sunday. So let's see. Does anyone have any of the pieces from the Maritime collection? Is at a great price point at the moment, especially with the sale. I've seen it in person. It gives a little bit of canvas and a little bit jacquard from some of Dooney's older pieces. It is very, very neutral. So if you're looking for something that will go with everything, even though it's got a print, it's going to be super, super neutral. I considered getting it for the fall and winter to go with like a camel coat, but ended up not picking it up. But it's in that kind of, it's actually leaning a little less brown and a little more taupey in the color. So just to consider that. I think I have a couple of shop with me's where I show it up close and personal, so that may be a good point of reference. I don't have that many of them from the last few months, and I'm pretty sure that the last time I saw it was at the Clinton, Connecticut outlet. So if you're looking to see it up close, I'm pretty sure it's in that video. Okay, so DIY Queen, why are you on the fence about a few bags? Is it because of the bag styles? Is it the material? What is giving you pause about the new release? All right. Yeah, I think that given the price point and that canvas is super light right now. Thank you for the dimensions, Kenya. I appreciate that. I think that given the price point that I compare it with some of the other brands that have canvas pieces out, and the fact that it's just at a more affordable price point, and people are always looking for good work bags, baby bags, diaper bags on the go. Like, I just think that this one is going to be, I think it's going to move quicker than some of the coated canvas pieces that are new, like the polka dots and the chevron. Those always move during the spring and summer. It's just that nautical vibe. But I think these canvas pieces are going to end up being more popular and move a lot quicker. One, it has been a super, super long time since Dooney has truly done something new, introducing new bag silhouettes. It has been forever since they have introduced new travel pieces. I mean, they've done the gym bag, the weekender, the duffel, the carry all, but those seem to be recycled. I can't think of anything travel wise that's been released since like the Newport tote. And I think it was introduced more as a business line, like a laptop, or it would make a great nurse's or teacher's bag or a realtor. But it also makes for a great travel piece. And Newport has been forever ago released. So the fact that they've got some totes, some travel pieces, an actual suitcase, I have screenshots saved of like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of what I want. And the traveler in me just was so excited with the red and the beige color. The black, it surprised me that the black only was being featured in the Duffle 60, that none of the other color, none of the other pieces had a black combo. It was the black with the natural colored web strap on it, but only the Duffle 60 had the black, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna move very quickly because of that. um Pre-ordered the Crossbody 28 in forest. Yeah, some of the pieces I think have a release date around mid March, which is not that far away. So pre-order this time on this collection is going to ship a lot sooner than some previous pre-order items that have, ship by dates or estimated ship and arrival dates that are sometimes months out. This is, less than 2 weeks. Let's see. Looks like we've got some new people now participating in the chat. Thank you. Welcome, Kimberly. I hope that the ladies are making you feel at home. That's what we do here. Yes, Anise. So the Tote 45. Listen, y'all know how I feel about a ton of card slots in a wallet. All of those outside pockets, 8 to be exact, on the outside of a tote. It's almost like the design of the bag took the bag organizer that you have to put inside other totes to get that organization. Dooney just said, no, 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 no. We're not gonna make you have to, pull something else out. We're not gonna make you have to spend any additional money. We are not gonna require you to go have to order something from Amazon to make this work. We're gonna just basically put the bag organizer on the outside of the bag. So sunglasses, phones, sunscreen, your boarding pass, if you want to throw your card case, your water bottle, they've put everything on the outside so that it is accessible. And then if you decide that you want to follow up with additional organization in the inside, you still can put a bag organizer in there, which I'm sure will help provide a little bit more structure, organization, and support. But they put 8 pockets on the outside. I mean, it is encased in organization. Y'all, the Atlanta airport ain't seen me until they see me walk through with 8 pockets on the outside of a bag. I am so excited about all of the organization that is built into this bag. And think about it. Even if Dooney didn't do anything on the outside of this bag, on the outside of the 45, and they went with the SDS on the interior, even if they made the pockets super big, like to fill all of that side space, it still would not have as much organization as 8 outside pockets, or even the crossbody having 4 outside pockets. And they did that on the larger version, the 28, and on the smaller version. Now, of course, the smaller bag is going to have smaller pockets, so it's not going to hold as many things, but you still are not compromising any of the organization or style details of the new bag. And I love, love, love that whether it is the suitcase or the duffel or the tote or the crossbody, the straps are going underneath the bottom so that they can provide some extra support. Now, that's one thing that I noticed. These bags, of course, they don't have that. And I think that was a huge miss. You have the leather trim, but you don't have anything to help keep the bottom of the bag from, warping. What Dooney has done well for many, 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 many years, and I'm not going to say since the beginning, because I do have a couple of bags that don't quite have the level of support in the bottom of the nylon as some of my newer pieces, but they have always done something a little extra under the bottom of nylon bags to give them support and structure, whether it's extra stitching, whether it's more of a textured bottom. There's always something that helps to keep that nylon from sagging the way this does. So to have those web straps on everything, whether it goes under the sides of the crossbody bag or whether it goes top, side, and under the bottom and back up on any of the other like tote and duffel or travel pieces, I think that's going to make a huge difference in the way that those pieces carry, which means the bag is going to start out super light and you are going to be able to put as little, or in my case, as much as you possibly can without compromising the shape of the bag. Now, while I love all of the colors of the cosmetic, and I thought about this last night and I was like, I'm not going to say it. And then I said, no, I'm going to say it because it's my reason. And you can do with this piece of information what you want, but I want you to be aware of it. If you are planning to use the cosmetic as an actual cosmetic, I would recommend the black or the brown. Why? Because things are going to spill, explode, drip, caps are going to come off, things are going to happen. And if you are in the beige, if you are in even the red, there is the potential for the outside of your piece to start showing like the wear or the dirt or things like that to soak through. I've not had those issues with my pieces, but I also typically don't have a lot of loose things rolling around in my bag. My nylon and my nylon dot kit, I've had to wipe it a lot where things will pressurize inside my dot kit, and then I'll get there and get to the hotel and unpack, and it's like the lotion has popped open and now I've got lotion that I need to wipe out of the interior. Because it's nylon, I can get really, really good with, soapy, warm water cloth, and I've not had any issues getting that cleaned up. But if you are putting in your favorite face powder and something goes, horribly wrong inside of there, it could be a mess. Now, the black is going to show everything, but it will also in the interior, but it should also help to conceal any of that wear and tear or soil on the outside. Just something to think about. I'm still looking at the red as well. I love the look of that nautical blue. But the black is the one that is sitting in my cart because as I thought about it last night, and again, it's not lined. This bag has a little bit of lining to the interior. The new collection does not have that. So it might be helpful to go look at wear and tear updates on other canvas bags that are not lined to see how or if people have had bad experiences with those. It could be similar to what you might experience with Dooney if you aren't careful with your bag contents. So, okay. All right. With the brown pouch. Are we talking about this pouch? I have been Kenya, is this the pouch you're referring to? Scotchgard works. It has, let me rephrase that. Scotchgard works for me. Because again, I don't know what you're doing with your bag, I don't, but I've not had any issues. Now, when you are spraying Scotchgard the same way if you are spraying leather water repellent or any of those other things, one, you want to make sure that you're spraying outside in a well ventilated area. I hate that I have to say that, but spraying it in the house is probably going to kill you from the fumes. Like you're going to choke. Not literally die, but So outside, whether that's on the deck, on the patio, on the porch, light, even movements. Not spraying it like you're trying to target a spot, because a stream can cause a spot if it's saturated through the fiber or it's directly onto, concentrated in a spot where it gets super wet. So you want to make sure that you check the sprayer first, that it's coming out almost like in a fine mist, and then even strokes back and forth. I wouldn't do up and down because the eyes go from left to right. So you want to make sure that the evenness of that application follows the way that the eyes do, so that if there's any place where like you maybe sprayed one and then you went down and there's like a gap, it's going to be a little bit less noticeable if there's any color difference. I've not had color difference, but everybody sprays differently. But that will be less visible if you have gone left to right, as opposed to the whole side of the bag looking, like it's got stripes in it. You'll get fewer passes if you go wide, left to right, miss. And don't forget about the bottom. Don't forget about the bottom. Kenya, if you're referring to this pouch, this is a MAC Cosmetics pouch from, I can't remember whether I bought this when it was a summer collection or a Christmas collection. I want to say that it was summer because usually they do like bronze and glowy stuff, kits and stuff in the summer. But I'm pretty sure it was during a Nordstrom anniversary sale with like a face kit in it that had probably, 5 or 6 products in it. So that's where that came from. I'm assuming that's the pouch that you're asking about. So let me see if I can get my photos up. Okay. So my handbag sold. The Canvas Duffle 60 in the black is a yes. All day for me, it is an absolute yes. But also in the red, both of those are yeses for me. And at $150, that's $300 for two weekend style travel pieces. And weekend is a big travel time. Said the Dooney pouch. This one or this one? Because this is a small Dooney Cosmetic. Maybe that's what it is. The other one is the Canvas Tote 40. I like the size of that one, but of course I love the size of the 45. But the Canvas 40 in black. I know y'all are thinking, who is this person that keeps saying black? Yep. Okay, now out of the black space. In natural, I have the Crossbody 28 and the Canvas Travel 50 because I just purchased new packing cubes or updated packing cubes. I'm the queen of packing cubes. I purchased a new set about 3 weeks ago because they were on like a lightning deal on Amazon. I envision with like, you know, summer dresses roll down with shorts or capris and light flowy tops or tanks or crops or whatever that I will be able to pack for a week in a packing cube and get that inside the Canvas Travel 50 along with TSA sized toiletries. I think I can do that because shoes are going to be flat. They're going to be, likely sandals. Probably will wear my sneakers so they will never have to be in the bag. I feel like that will work there. The Canvas Tote 45, like I said, the Atlanta airport hadn't seen anything until it sees me strut through there with 8 pockets on the outside of my bag. And I have that one in the color black as well. It's yeah. Okay. So I also have it in the natural, which is more of that cream, white, off-white, bone color. There was a comment, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, week ago, about me sharing that my mom asked me why I was carrying my winter bag when I was trying to get my Smith to tan. And the question was around what colors did my mom approve of for the warmer weather months. And it's really what I gravitate to. It's going to be your whites, your bones, your creams, a navy, a red, definitely your pops of color, but the Florentine in black is going to be too heavy. It's going, and I'm not talking about weight, I'm talking about the color. The Timoro brown, too heavy. The natural, too heavy. So while I every once in a while will go rogue, I acknowledge that those are not colors that I gravitate to in the warmer weather months. And I don't care what season it is, I rarely gravitate to black. But black and travel pieces, pulled together and polished when you are traveling. I do have the Canvas Cosmetic bag in black, and as I started with the Canvas Duffle 60 in red. So red and black. I would love it in the natural as well, but I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that clean in a large travel piece like that. So that's kind of what my wish list cart items consist of the canvas cosmetic, red, navy, black. Once I've gotten black, I can go red and navy. The Duffle 60, it would just be the red and the black. I'm not sure if I would go with the navy in that one, just because I have other red travel pieces. My train case from, or my cosmetic case from Dooney is in red. I've got a red East West Janine, small Janine, that I've also used as a toiletry bag. It would work. I've got it in red. So I'm just thinking about the things that I already have that would pair well with those pieces. But the natural in the Crossbody 28, I can see getting in that one and riding the summer out in it with all of those 4 pockets on the outside. So that's it. That's it for today. I was just so, I planned to do a video Friday, but when I got to the airport, there were a lot of people sitting in the gate area, even though I got there like almost 3 hours early. So that didn't happen. And then, of course, didn't want to be the crazy person sitting on a plane trying to do it. And by the time, for whatever reason, Friday night, it took forever for the bags to come out for my flight, and then shuttle and car, and then getting home and dinner, all of that stuff. It was just it was a wrap. So I hope that the conversation tonight supports or answers some of the questions that you may have had based on the first impressions. I cannot wait to do a comparison. Cannot wait. Because I also want to see how it compares to some of my cabriolet pieces as well. And I want to see how those pieces size-wise compare to like my Weekender or my Duffle, whether or not I am imagining that my travel packing cubes are going to work and allow me to streamline my carry as opposed to not being able to use them effectively in there. So all of that to come as we make our way through spring 2024 and explore Dooney's latest collection, the Canvas collection. I'm going to post a weekly cart because there are 10 items that are on ILD that are end of season pricing, that while they are end of season for fall winter, they will carry you right through the spring and the summer. So I don't want you to miss out on those if the price is right for you, and if you are looking for some of these pieces in some of these colors. So that will be going up. I'm going to put that up actually at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I know Mondays are not necessarily great days for videos, but I'll have that uploaded tomorrow morning. We've got the live tonight. We've got first impressions, and that's it. That's it. So, Rosalind had a question. Hold on. Let me get this back up. So would you use these pieces more for travel, like car or air travel? So not for business travel. I need too much when I travel for business. So it would not be for business travel, but personal travel, air travel, like weekends away, 3 or 4 days, holiday weekends. Yes, I could see air travel, but I would not check. I don't ever check my Dooney pieces. I just don't. I've seen what the airlines do with hard-sided luggage, so I just cannot see putting my canvas pieces through that. So it would be carry-on, so like purse and my carry-on suitcase, like I could see doing that. And then absolutely by car. I would do it by car as well. So yeah, the pockets definitely sold me. I'm definitely getting 2 of the 45s, maybe I'll set them in my cart now. Yep, that's a good idea. And I'm interested in the larger crossbody. Not sure about the color yet, but I'm also looking at travel pieces. This is one of those collections. I know I was getting ready to sign off, but now I'm back in the chat. If you can get your travel pieces and a crossbody bag, or your travel piece and a tote to complement each other, even better if you buy them the same color in a set, so that you have the matching pieces whenever you pull them out. You don't have to worry about coordinating, putting things together. It just is going to look more polished and put together. It's going to look like you are traveling with intention, that you packed with intention. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some weeks that I am late packing and getting my stuff together. I go with dark luggage because whatever handbag I'm carrying, it will work. But there are just some times when, if you looked at the interior of my bag, you would think, oh, that's the reason she used packing cubes, because she just threw everything in there. It doesn't happen often, but I mean, it does happen. So if you can get the exterior to look like it is less frantic, like it belongs together, you planned for it, it's going to make your travel experience a whole lot better. If you're one of those folks, I'm not, where you take pictures with your bag on, or your luggage, and I don't do that, but I know a lot of people do. It's gonna give a whole vibe in your travel pictures. That's my spiel. And you can't go wrong with black. So if you're saying, I'm gonna just add one black piece, or I'm only gonna add one travel piece, then I would absolutely, hands down, steer you towards black, because it is going to pair back very, very nicely with whatever else you pair it with. So if you've got a bright neon yellow or orange, whatever roller, carry on, having a black piece on that is going to pull it together. Maybe not so much if you're rolling around with a natural colored piece on top of it, and you didn't scotch guard it, and now you can see that it's got a water spot on it from where your water bottle cap wasn't on it tight. Like, I know that's a whole lot, but I'm thinking about those things because those are the things that catch my attention as I travel. And I mean, I use my stuff all the time, so you can definitely see when you have lighter colored luggage, especially if it is not rated, rugged, and it's showing a bunch of dings and marks and stuff from going through the conveyor belts and baggage claim and all of that. If you go with darker colors when it comes to travel, it just seems to pull things together a lot better. And I know that there are a ton of people right now, because of Instagram and Amazon, are carrying around the natural colored, like the beige colored travel pieces. They may look great when you leave the house, but the question is, where is it going to ride and reside during your travels? Because it may not look like that when you get back home. And I have had Samsonite luggage in charcoal that I check at the Atlanta airport, and by the time I pick it up in my flight destination, I look at it and I'm like, what did y'all do? It was a brand new bag. Similar to Dottie leaving to go to the airport to Alaska, fresh out of the package, and she made it from the house into the inside of the car, from the car to the shuttle, and in those short stints, there was wear, grease, spots. You're not going to be able to protect it from everything. And I love families. I love children. But let me tell you, if you were traveling with little ones with sticky hands and suckers and popsicles and all of that stuff, you may have some challenges with lighter colors. That's all I'm saying. And somebody at some point is going to throw it in the washer or something along those lines to try to clean it. And I'd be curious to see how that works out. I haven't done it with mine. Scotch Guard, and just know that darker colors are going to work better as travel pieces. If you like others, proceed with caution, but do you do my sister does is a royal blue, navy blue, but blue helps to conceal. My lighter red colors oftentimes will show more wear than hers. That's my choice. I'm aware of it. I will spray, but those are just some things that you may want to do in preparation. Because if you get your packages home and you open them up and you know that they're going to be travel pieces and you don't take the necessary steps to protect them, then by the time you get back from your first trip, it may be too late. It may be too late. And this is, I'm ready. When I tell y'all I'm ready for this collection, your girl is ready. Thanks to Amazon. This is the one that I will be using. The Scotch Guard Fabric Water Shield. So it says long-lasting protection and it waterproofs fabric. So this is the one that I will be using. It says that it's ideal for upholstery, which is canvas is a type of fabric. So we're going to go with that. Throw pillows, table linens, fabric purses, clothing, canvas shoes, backpacks, luggage. Right there. Upholstery, throw pillows, table linens. I'm trying to read backwards and upside down. Fabric purses, right there. It says fabric purses, clothing. If it works for canvas shoes, it's going to work for a canvas purse. All right, your luggage and your backpacks. So this is what I am using on mine because I know people will ask, and I'll link it after the live down below. But this is what, and you see I got a big can of it. Yeah, because I'm not playing, because I want it to last. All right, let me go back to the chat. You're welcome. Team Suitcase right here. Yeah, Greta, my Greta has been on a plane. It hasn't been under a plane. My Duffle has been on a plane. It hasn't been under. My Weekender on, but not under, right? It's going to be overhead bin. If I've got something smaller like the carry-all, then that can go under the seat if I have to. But yeah, nope, not under. I'm not going to take my eyes off of it. And usually if I'm packing in that, then I'm already on a time crunch. And by that, I mean, I'm only going to be wherever I'm going for a few days. And when I get there, I'm like ready to go. I don't want to have to spend time waiting for my bag because I'm likely already going to have to, wait in line to get a rental car so I can go ahead and get all of that knocked out. So, yeah. So I think part of what's helping to keep the canvas price point where it is the fact that it isn't lined. So the more design elements you add to canvas, the more weight it's going to add to it, the more labor from a construction standpoint. So it's going to cause the price to go up. That's part of the reason, like Scotch Guard, using your pouches, being aware of what you're going to put in your cosmetic, being aware of what you're going to put in your pockets on the outside, because 8 pockets, I'm going to spray the outside, and I'm also, big can, explain now, I'm going to be spraying the inside of my pockets as well to help safeguard the interior. Now, let me pause right here and say, I am a Dooney affiliate. Dooney does not say anywhere on its site that you need to treat your canvas. They will likely recommend that you don't. So, proceed with caution, especially if it is your first time. I consider myself to be a little bit of a rebel and a renegade, and I can be hard on, well, y'all saw what my Brooklyn tote looks like. I stay on the go, and summertime is no exception. So I'm spraying in the bag, the outside of the bag, and in the pockets, hence the big can of Scotch Guard. But you may not want to do that. I will not be spraying, though, the inside of my cosmetic. I'm not going to spray the outside of my cosmetic either. I just know that what has the potential to happen, but I'll also be very, very aware of what I put inside my cosmetic bag. And lately, I have not been traveling with like a face powder or anything, so I don't have to worry about that exploding if I'm not traveling with it. So that's there. Hello, Albert. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. So DIY Queen Vera Bradley. I can't place one, but the Lululemon one that has all of the pockets on the outside, that one definitely. And then there was, oh my goodness, I'm gonna forget her name. There was a recently an influencer launched a farmer's market tote that was oversized and canvas. And I want to say that bag ended up being like close to $200. And all of social media, there were two camps. There were two camps of the price is ridiculous, or hey, if it's ridiculous to you, then don't buy it. Or if it's not your price point, then just say you're not going to buy it instead of complaining about the price. And I'm not saying that's what's going on here, but I'm just saying that those are the kinds of things, you know, brands, lining, additional accessories like pouches and all of this other stuff, zippers, all of that plays into it. You can mess up a black one. Let's just say it. You can mess up a black one, so it's not going to be foolproof. And how you use and carry your bag is going to matter. Brooklyn can tell you that she is happy something else is coming in that may allow her to get a break, because she has not had a break. And she's still not going to get one this summer because I'm going to carry her, because it's just kind of a tradition. It's a great bag, and I am looking to add additional lightweight, summer, easy carries. And this canvas collection, I think, is going to deliver all of those things. So I cannot wait to start seeing videos and comments, and I can't wait for my pieces to arrive and all of those amazing things, so that it is just in time for spring break and all of the other summer activities and travel plans that are in store this year. So that's it. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate you hanging out, spending part of your Sunday evening with me. Do I travel next Sunday? I am not sure. I'm not sure whether I will be here or whether I will be somewhere else. But even if I'm somewhere else, we will check in next Sunday. Don't forget to be on the lookout for the 10 items you should buy that will transition you from season to season, right? From winter, end of season sale into spring and summer. That video will be posted tomorrow morning. First impressions already posted. And if you've not checked out the shorts lately, there have been several shorts. So I found it interesting that I have been doing like the shorts to like showcase the up close details of the Dooney items. And if you notice, the promo pictures and video, the promo video is actually just focused on like the design elements of the new canvas collection. So we are here. We are here. All right, y'all. Have an amazing week. Thank you so very much for watching. And until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.